Hello, and welcome back to our MekHQ playthrough, Raven Acquisitions. The last episode, we took out a lot of important targets. We took out a VIP, we took out a dropship. So that was like the theme of the last episode was uh, Raven Acquisitions, specializing in, deep raids, I suppose. But now we have to defend an allied dropship. So we're jumping right into that. No time has passed since the last episode. It's the same day in game. And we have to defend a leopard, which is probably a little bit better than defending that monarch. But we'll see. We'll see what the enemy has to throw at us. We are starting southwest. Okay, I think the enemy has offboard artillery. Okay, so the dropship is up north here. So we also will deploy north. Strike Falcon, we'll go level 4. Phoenix Hawk. Warhammer. This is the good Warhammer. It has one of our best pilots. It's backed up by a slightly worse Warhammer, but still pretty decent. Alright, yep, there is offboard artillery, which makes this a little bit crappy. So we have to hold for 12 turns, I think, or destroy 50% of the enemy, whichever comes first. So let's get in there. Don't even know what the enemy has, but I think I saw is it a Vindicator? Urban Mech, Javelin, Wasp, Stinger, Austral, and Locust. So they're not exactly packing a lot of heavy equipment. It's all going to come down to how accurate the artillery is. Because this dropship, once it gets line of sight on the enemy, will start blowing like limbs off. Okay. We're just rushing in. Going as we want to get there ASAP as possible. Meanwhile, this Strike Falcon has SRMs, so it's going to have to just chill out for a while. Can't snipe with it like you can with that warrior that has the LRMs. Oh, that's not good. Kind of bad already. And we're out of range, out of range, out of range. ep46s can reach 11s. We'll throw it at the javelin. It has the most firepower, so and we stay heat neutral while running with ep46s. Pretty sweet. Yeah, you see it. Like the dropships have decent weaponry. Once they start connecting with these light mechs, they will be doing damage. Let's get in there. Not sure if I like this Strike Falcon as much as I do the Warrior. It's slower, but it does seem to be better armed for close range fighting, but I do miss having the LRM. Oh, yeah, yay. Could you, like, stop rolling so well, please? The enemy mechs are using the hull of the dropship as cover. Nothing back here, and probably nothing here. Yeah, fair enough. Well, this leopard's getting melted. Jeez. Doesn't help that it starts us so far away. All right, let's get this warrior in here, or the strike falcon. Get the Ostel in here, or Ostrock. Phoenix Hawk. And we got the Warhammers. The Bash Brothers. We are very Warhammer heavy in this unit. The unit as a whole. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, hey, looks like reinforcements have arrived. So we'll select our Strike Falcon, and we got some shots, and then the Ostrock will shoot at the Ostel. On fives, we'll give them both large lasers. Phoenix Hawk will give them a large laser. The Warhammers, sevens. At the Javelin, yeah, we'll give it to the Javelin. And then we'll change our weapon layout here. I do like having my weapons in order from highest to lowest damage. Done there. Nines. We'll give them one barrel. Save the rest for next turn. Cool. So we took out well, we did damage to the right leg at least, and the Javelin's down for now. He can get back up. He still has a leg. All right, just need to keep going a little bit longer. Need this leopard to survive. It's kind of nice that the enemy is running around to the south side of this thing, so it might present fresh armor. Let's just do this and shoot the Irby in the back. And we're going to run the Warhammer down here, get in the face of that Javelin. And the other Warhammer, I'll just walk. Then the Ostrock, or the Phoenix Hawk's going to jump for the backstabs. The Ostrock's going to back up, use those large lasers. All right, well, Javelin's knocked out. Well, there goes the... All right, well, we've lost this one. The leopard just could not take the sustained, like just hit after hit after hit. Done. None of this really matters. I don't think we retain control of the battlefield. Doesn't matter. We lost anyway, so we wouldn't get the control. But we will deprive them. Deprive the enemy. I just want to see how our Strike Falcon does. I think I passed it up. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. There it is. Needs sixes. Yeah, needs sixes and missed 2 out of 3. Done. I'll get my kick while we're at it. Try and knock his leg off. All right, that's it. So we've lost this one. Kind of out of our hands. Their artillery is just incredibly accurate that time. Okay, they always retain battlefield control. so we don't get battlefield control. Javelin was killed by the Warhammer 7A, and they'll take a victory off of us. So we'll just go into the repair bay and repair and salvage. Oops, gotta actually select my units. Let's see what parts we're missing. Oh, Artemis capable SRM ammo. Let's order 10 of those. We might need a bunch in the future. All right, we're only 10 minutes in. So we have this frontier assassination mission. The victor will control the battlefield. Rural homestead, hot desert. And we just have to kill the VIP. And 50% of up 4. Yep, so strike the enemy, make sure their escort is crippled or destroyed. No problem. Check the personnel market. Anything good in here? Nah. Alright, back to the briefing room and frontier assassination. We are starting southeast. It's a little bit of a bummer losing a mission like that, especially when it's so completely out of our control. So it looks like the VIP is the Rhino tank. And we will be having artillery support. All right. Scattered urban environment. So this plainsman hover tank, what kind of weapons does it have? A bunch of SRMs. Okay. It's not too bad. Blackjack will go right on top of them. Centurion. We haven't seen our Centurion in a while. I think we had 2 of them to start with. We had 2 of them at one point, at least. Crusader. Really don't want to have to walk through all this rubble. So I guess we'll just make a conga line of mechs. And we will have reinforcements arrive not too much longer from now. All right. Just getting some movement going. It's gonna be probably like two or three turns before we really can start shooting at anything. Yeah, we've got LRMs firing at us, but my VPCs can't quite reach. How tall are these buildings? Height 1. Height 1, so I'll walk forward. Oh, how good is that awesome pilot? That is a 3-2. He's not too bad. We have awesomes and warhammers in our unit. That is our thing. I'm gonna hide in this hole in the ground. Blackjack, march forward. Centurion, march forward. And Crusader. Yeah, this is one of our less experienced lances we have here. I mean, they're still well above average for the inner sphere. Let's order, let's get these AC2s going. Where can I shoot? Who do I want to shoot? I can hit the Phoenix Hawk on 10s. They have a Shadowhawk, Crusader. They have one more mech back there, so Panther. So whoever is easier to hit, 10, 10, 9. So shoot way into the back there with those AC2s. Then we've got some LRMs. He has partial cover. Nines. 9. All right, we'll shoot up there since he doesn't have partial cover up there. And 9s, 10s. All right, 2 PPCs, LRMs, 11s. We're going to hold off on LRMs. The enemy can afford to waste as much ammunition as they want, but to us, every miss costs us a little bit of money. Not a great deal of money. It's not like backbreaking, but it does add up over time. So Phoenix Hawk is very mobile. So we'll move our rearmost mechs first. We'll get that Crusader closer to the front. There we go. Blackjack can go. Oh, hang on, this Plainsman can go like this. Turn, because he has weapons in the front. And then the Blackjack can go like that. And we'll see if we can't pick on that Phoenix Hawk a bit. Hey, we scored a hit with artillery. 2 can play at the artillery game. So SRM2 in the front. It's not very. SRM2 isn't very good, but we'll fire it anyway. No reason not to. Vehicles are heat neutral. We got some PPCs into the back. 9, 11. All right, we'll shoot at the Crusader. Done. And then we have our own Crusader. LRMs are 11s. So everything's 11s. Oh, the legs are stabilized weapons, so they're one easier to hit with if you walk, I think. So like that. And do we just get, man? Well, our plainsman just got crippled in one shot. It's not very nice. What a great pilot. Is he just really good, or did I get unlucky? It's a 3-4. So he's above average, but he's not great. He's all right. The Centurion is going to back up a little bit. Make use of that AC-10 and the LRMs. The Crusader will make use of his LRMs by backing up. All right. We saw where the, what is that, Shadowhawk? Yeah, we saw where that moves, so we will walk the awesome forward. Now, what can I even do with this Huntsman? Jeez. He can back up at least, so we'll back up and hide a little bit. We've got a Blackjack. No, he's a 3-3. He should be fine. There we go. Okay, Plainsman, you are going to get off the map because you're not like the best hovercraft that we have, but still don't want to lose you for no reason. Oops. Let's he is in my front arc, so I'm actually okay. Fire, fire, fire. Then we got taking this guy to PPC town over here. And then we roll twist. And let's see. 9s. 10s. Well, I guess we'll fire at the Crusader. Shadowhawk got knocked down, and let's try to kick this Phoenix Hawk down. All right, we kicked each other. We kicked each other, and that's a fact. All right, I'm going to hide the Plainsman. We're going to the Awesome will start going this way. Nope, we'll start going this way, running down the road. The Crusader is going to move like this, and I think that's 7 hexes or 8. That's 8. Okay, go like, how tall is this building? Height 1, so I can go like that, and I'll be within 7, which is optimal range for my LRMs. The Blackjack's just going to follow, and the Centurion will do the same. We'll just have like a kick fest on the legs of this Phoenix Hawk. All right, skip the Plainsman. Blackjack still can't see the enemy VIP, so I guess we'll just use the mediums. Centurion can't see the VIP. But the Awesome can. So let's give them all 3 barrels and 7s. The Crusader is going to give that Shadowhawk a little something to think about with these LRMs. All right, leg destroyed on the Stinger. That's a friendly Stinger. Leg not quite destroyed on the Shadowhawk, but he took a couple of motive hits, or actuator hits. Kick. And all right, Shadowhawk just got kicked in the head by a Wolverine. Pretty sweet. Do we maintain control of this battlefield? We will. So that's nice. That's some salvage. We could fix it up and sell it. Plainsman's is going to hide down here. The Crusader is going to walk forward and keep trying to use the LRMs. The Centurion's actually kind of hurting, so let's back him up and get him out of the fighting there. Then we got a Blackjack who will just follow the Centurion, stay on his tail. The Awesome will go like that. Now he's heating up, so he's actually just going to chill out where he is. Chill out. Friendly Stinger knocked himself out trying to get up. All right, done. Blackjack into the Phoenix Hawk. Actually one less laser will be fine. Then we still got the Centurion back here. Still making it rain with that AC-10 in the LRMs. Well, I guess I'll unload on the Crusader. Gotta start working them over. Soften them up. All right, well, the friendly Stinger's down. The P-Hawk took a gyro hit. All right, the Rhino support tank is immobilized. I think that counts. That's destroy. Okay, so not cripple, it's destroy. Fair enough. Phoenix Hawk is destroyed by engine damage. All right, well. Skip. Let's move the Centurion. How's he looking here? Not too good, so we'll just back him up a little bit more. Just get him out of the danger. He's done well enough. Move the awesome into the trees. We're gonna get this the Crusader, if we can, to high ground. And then the Blackjack will go right here. And I think mostly everyone's going to be shooting at the Crusader. I'll shoot some AC5s to cool off. And I still have an LRM-10 back here. I'm not completely out of the fight with that Centurion. Awesome. Now, sevens, we'll do all three barrels. Then the Crusader will twist. And you can't aim with missiles, so we'll just fire one set of alarms so we can cool off for a turn. Wolverine down. Done. Alright, Centurion. We will walk forward, just getting just a basic movement modifier while keeping range. It should keep us off the target list for a minute. And then the awesome is going to keep on marching. And then there's still got a blackjack. We'll go like that, I think. We'll go like that. Stay a little bit further away from where all that artillery is potentially landing. It can obviously scatter onto us. The enemy is or the friendlies are very indiscriminate. Oh, I hit next unit instead of twist. Excuse me. But the friendlies are very indiscriminate with their artillery. I guess I can fire at the right side. Just try to bore a hole through right side. Done. And then we're not going to aim. We're going to actually twist and fire at the Crusader with the LRMs. Friendly Wolverine took a gyro hit. I don't think that Crusader is going to be able to get back up very easily. He's got actuator damage to both legs now, I think. Alright, we're just going to chill out. Crusader is going to walk forward 3 more hexes. Oh, he did get up. Look at that. Well done. Well, that means the Crusader here is going to back up this way. The Blackjack, or the Awesome, is going to go like this. The Blackjack will go like this. You get within kicking range of this Panther. Wolverine down. And now we're just risking being hit by artillery every turn. Right, Blackjack will fire at this thing here, needing sevens. The Centurion will keep on firing at the Crusader. I'm going to go next unit. Crusader will fire at the Crusader on sevens. And then the Awesome, I think, is going to just fire at he's going to fire into the Panther. Alright, Centurion claims the Crusader as his kill. Hit the ammo. Uh, Try to kick the leg off the Panther. The Panther has pretty good armor for a light mech, but he is down at least. And now we can kill the tank at our own leisure. So I'm actually going to dedicate the Centurion to that. I have to get him somewhere he can shoot around all these buildings. The Crusader can actually move up 3 hexes and get the tank in sight. And then the Blackjack is going to back up this way, trying to get away from all that artillery. And the Awesome can go right here. No, he's going to back up. Hmm. How do I hide from this tank? I can do this and get partial cover from him. I'm not too worried about the tank one-shotting the Awesome or anything, but I don't want to take any unnecessary hits, especially pilot hits. And then no shots. I do have LRMs, so I can reach the Panther. On 8s, yeah, it's worth a round. I got 16 shots left. And we have the Awesome on 6s on the Panther. Done. And then the Crusaders firing into the tank. I can't aim, so we're just firing a salvo of missiles. Panther's getting walloped. Panther down again. Skip. The Rhino takes another motive hit, but he's already immobilized, so it doesn't actually hurt him. Done. And then the Centurion will keep going down this way, trying to get line of sight to that tank. The Blackjack's going to back up. The Awesome is going to back up. And the Crusader is going to also back up. Because I think the Panther's down. Yeah, it ejected. So it's just a matter of finishing off the tank now. We'll shoot at I guess the front. Surely this thing's gonna die, right? Jeez. It's gonna get kicked a couple times. It's almost dead. We're really just dragging it on at this point. Alright, skip. Uh, we'll walk forward 3. And the Centurion will go right here. The Awesome is just going to hang out behind the building. Crusader will walk forward and fire some LRMs. Just trying to finish the job here. And I walked into some artillery with him. Great. Alright, we're still aiming at the left side. Oh, I'm blocked by terrain now. Great job, me. Right, we're aiming at the front. Done. Done. And some LRMs for your troubles. And we'll throw in a couple medium lasers too. Done. Surely it's dead. There it is. Done. Cool. In the phase. And victory. Ay caramba. Nope. Nope. And we control the battlefield. We managed to kill everything and salvage all this stuff. We might just sell it all off. Earn about 3.5 million C-bills, and we capture everything that's not dead, so we'll take all those prisoners too. The Shadowhawk died to the Awesome. The Panther died to the Blackjack. And the Rhino died to the Crusader. There you go. And look at that, the Centurion got 2 kills. It's an old mech, but it still works. Especially if you can use it in a situation like that where he's just hanging back a bit, not quite in the front lines. All right, we're going to sell off this Crusader that we just captured. Now, this one has a tech assigned to it, so we're looking for stuff that doesn't have text. There's the Panther, there's the Phoenix Hawk, the Rhino, the Shadowhawk. So we will sell those units. And go back to the repair bay and select our active units and repair. And then we select inactive units and repair. Now we check our parts needed report where nothing outstanding. It's all on the way. It's all ordered. Okay. Now we just skip forward a turn. Well, we got a scout, but we'll skip forward one day. There's an engagement. Hot Hills West, or Hot Hills Wet. An engagement that happens tomorrow. The battle will determine control of the battlefield. So we have to destroy 50% of the enemy force. It's an Op 4. It is Hills Hot Jungle. They're pretty decent sized force. So we need a decent sized force to meet them with. Also, we're going to assign. Hang on. Hangar. Oh, we need crew. Okay. So we will assign a veteran driver. We will assign elite gunner. We're going to need several gunners. Tech is already assigned, so now we just have to hire a minimum complement to fill it in. All right, now we can assign this to fill in where the von Luckner died. So it's a 5-4. It's not great. It's really not great. So we will have to use another force for this. Maybe India Lance. Let's use Able Lance. Well, no, Able Lance just fought. We will use. We will use Hotel Lance for this battle. So deploy Hotel, confirm. And we go forward a day. And our tank crew might actually adjust their rating a little bit. No, they didn't adjust. Sometimes it takes like a day to adjust to their true rating, but didn't happen. There's a vehicle gunner. Could have used that a minute ago. And a mechanic, we'll take him. And we won't have enough time. Yeah, we won't have enough time for this engagement. So let's just do a little bit of repairing now. This is what I'm doing when in between episodes. This is this sort of work here. Fill the Aztec pool and go. Select inactive units and go. It's very exciting stuff. So we'll replace the mech arm here. It's going to take a little while, so we'll assign a veteran tech to a more likely outcome, like better for us. And then we have just a few more repairs that need to be done here, and some of this stuff will become operational. We can either sell it off or keep it in reserve. Pretty sure I had a mech in reserve at some point. I thought I had a reserve mech, but maybe I don't. Not really. Not at the moment. Move this Crusader here. Is it fully repaired? No, it still needs work. All right, that's it. We're going to save the campaign. In next episode, we will fight this engagement battle. Until then, be safe, have fun. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.